Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you're all doing well today. We are going to be taking a look at the Girls Band Cry set, the trial deck and the premium booster that's going to be coming out on August 22nd. And Weiss Tea Time did a little bit of a reversal on me. Typically they'll have the set and then the trial deck, but I'm at the top of the page and they're showing the trial deck cards first. Totally fine, just saying it's usually reversed, so this is going to feel kind of weird. But I am very interested in this. The Girls Band Cry set is kind of cool. I've only just recently watched this, by the way. When Ave Musica got announced and I was watching Mygo and Ave Musica, one of the other guys in the channel, Soup, had recommended, like, oh, have you watched Girls Band Cry? I'm like, oh, no, I haven't. He's like, dude, you need to watch this as well. If between waiting for Ave Musica episodes, go ahead and, like, watch the series. And I did. And honestly, I'm very glad he told me to do so. I really enjoyed this show. I thought this anime was really, really well done. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, as stated before, we're going to be going through the trial deck first. So, it is a trial deck that is mostly red and blue, I believe. It's just primarily red. The whole trial deck's just red. Okay, because I remember seeing red and blue in here. And then the set is 69 cards. Nice. I just thought that was really funny. The art for this is already just absolutely fucking gorgeous. I love it. But all right, so let's get back up here. So for the trial decks, I typically try to just like show off the climax combos. We're just going to blitz through this really quickly. So Rupa, to start us off with, when you play a climax, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a music character, add it to hand and discard a card. Typical Mill-5 Brainstormer draw. Typical like trial deck Brainstormers are usually the pay one, rest self, Mill-5, and for each one you get to draw a card. So the draw card climaxes are not really the greatest in the world, but it's trial decks. You can't really like complain too terribly much. This Nina bonds with a 1/1 Momoka and gives it Encore and 1500 power. Probably a vanilla or something. Subaru has Twin Drive. Tomo, top check, on play if it's a music or event, add it to hand and discard. And on play, you can discard a music character to draw a card. This could be really good if there was like a standby setup or something in the premium booster. But it looks like they're going to be focusing on like door stuff, which is like understandable. Buffs. Salvage. Yeah, drop salvage Nina. Really cool. Free runner Momoka. Hell yeah. Also, best girl, just say. Momoka is my absolute favorite. In fact, it looks like we have a Momoka climax combo for our level 1. It's a 1/0/55. It can't side attack, is the downside, because it's technically oversized. Climax combo, we do have a reversal. That sucks. When the card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have the door, look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 2 level 1 or higher cards amongst them. Choose 1, add it to hand, then choose 1 and send it to stock. That's actually really strong. You just need to buff her like a mug. So with a door, she'll be 65. You definitely need some more buffing in the deck. Like global 5s, global 1000s, something. You gotta, like, because that's really, really good effect. It's understandable that it's a reversal when it's that good of an effect of being able to add it's level 1 or higher cards. Sure, you can't grab your utility level 0s for everyone who likes to run 25 fucking zeros. Yeah, that sucks for you. I'm sorry. Being able to grab all your level 1 and higher combo pieces is going to be really nice. Plus, you can grab events off of this, and you get the stock to be able to necessary to play those. Like, oh, I grabbed this 2/1, and here's me generating an extra stock to be able to play it next turn. Like, that's actually really good. So, okay, I like that. Which also lets you grab backups because 1/1 or level 1 or higher's. So I do like this. The Rupa is a 2K backup, and it's the on play, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a music, add it to hand and then discard a card. So you can kind of dig a little bit further, hopefully, to climax. Momoka crying, no! It's the vanilla. This is probably the one that bonds with the other. Tomo, a 2/1 for each of your other back row characters. This gets 1500 power. So it'll be at 85? Okay. And on play, if you have 4 or more music characters, choose a music character in waiting room and send it to stock. Choose one of your opponent's characters, move it to an open center. This is really good. It's a 15 assist to Tokunashi Togiari, And which I don't think it's really going to matter unless they have Diamond Dust, I think was the opposing band's name. So maybe there's like a Diamond Dust deck specifically, so they had to specify Togenashi Togeyari, which is the band of the girls here that they cry. Anyway, and as an act of send this to the bottom of your deck, choose one of your opponent's characters, move it to an opponent's empty slot, so you can move stuff up front if you wanted. All right, so the other Climax combo. So we do have 2 Climax combos in the deck. We already see that it has to do more reversing. 3, 2, 9, 5. When this is placed on stage from hand, heal up to 1. Then this turn, this gains 1500 power. So she'll be a 10. She'll be an 11. With the door, she'll be a 12. So with characters like the Subaru or other buffing cards, so let's say just Subaru, where it's a 15 assist to Togenashi Togeyari, which is what she is. So 13-5, you could easily get that up a little bit more. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, if you have the door, pay 1. If you do, send that character to clock. So, okay, we have clock shooters, always good. Then look at the top card of your opponent's deck, put it on top or bottom of their deck. So you do have to be mindful of that. Rupa, 3/2/10k. Place on stage from hand, look at the X cards. X equals the number of music characters, add 1 card amongst them to hand. When this attacks, you can discard 2. If you do mill 7, then deal X damage to your opponent. X equals the number of climaxes sent to the waiting room by this effect. You don't want to mill your own climaxes. I don't know. I don't care for this one as much. I'm sorry, Rupa, as adorable as you are, as much as I love you, this is not the way. I'm sorry. I like the digging effect. I don't like this. I make myself mill 7. Oh, look, I milled 4 climaxes. Ouch, that's going to hurt next turn. Like, it's just, I can't foresee this being good. If you win with this, congratulations, go play the lottery. But this is not good. I do not like the concept of this effect. I'm so sorry. I'm being so harsh on this, but I love this. I love this series. So, all right. Okay, I do like this one. It's a 1/1 event that lets you search your deck for a climax and add it to hand. So you get your climax combos on demand, which is really nice. So, and we do have 2 different door climaxes, and we do have a +2 soul for when you just want to push soul for shenanigans. All right, so then into the actual set. And once again, 69. Nice. All right. So typically, I would show off the double rares in each color and then try to, blitz through the other cards. But premium boosters, you don't have that. You have just normal rarity for a lot of premium boosters. There are some premium boosters that are the exceptions, but more often than not, it's this. But I did notice as I was going through, and I do want to show this off really quickly. I saw that there, for this Tomo, there is an actual SP in here. I know they have the hot stamp stuff as well, but they have actual SPs as well. So I am very glad to see that. I actually have this card right here, this Momoka, in Japanese. I just don't have it in English yet. Collection I bought from a dude had a whole bunch of Girls Band Cry in it. But it was all Japanese, so I'm like, well, I don't know what these do. All right, so now I'll know what they do. So, we're going to start off with Nina. So for this, I'm just going to have to kind of blitz through these as quickly as I can. So we have a Nina that, if it's in their front row center slot, gets a buff. When your other 0/0 Momoka is reversed, you can pay 1 if you do rest that character. This is kind of cool. So what is the Momoka? Was it the... Oh, it is the Momoka that I was pointing out that I had, which is interesting. Okay, so we're going to have to check that out. Too far. Subaru. On play, you can send one of your other music characters to draw a card, and you can sack this to give one of your other music characters +1 soul. Interesting. Nina. During your turn, this gains 25. When the card's battle opponent becomes reversed, choose one of the following 2 effects and perform it. Either Clean Cut, which is choose one of your music characters, rest it, and move it to an empty back row slot, or pay 1, put the top card of your deck into clock, choose a character in your waiting room, add it to hand. The utility of that's actually really nice. Either be able to clean cut one of your other level 0s if you don't have a waiting room, or if you're like, oh, hey, my level 1 combo is in the waiting room, let me go ahead and get it with this. So that's actually really cool. So this Nina is really good. Momoka, placed on stage from hand. You can put 1 card from your hand to clock. Look up the X cards from the top of your deck. Choose the 1 card amongst them, add it to hand. X is equal to the number of your other music characters, and it is a level 0 reverser. Really cool. Place on stage from hand, loot up 2. Put them back on top in any order. If you know their music characters in back row, you can mill 1. Okay. So I used to like these effects. Whereas like, oh, this level 0, I swing. If I mill and it's another level 0, I get to summon it. There are certain cards that this is just really nice with, and certain decks that this is really nice with. Especially like starting off, I kind of like this. So, okay. Subaru. Place on stage from hand, choose a music character, give it 15. So, okay, so this is really good for like the Momoka level 1 from the trial deck, because you have to reverse with that. You could give it 15 and this, from this and be able to do that combo, so that's good. Act. Pay 1, sack this. Either choose a 3/2 Nina Climax or the 1/0 Momoka Climax in waiting room added to hand. Number 42 and number 25. So we do have to be mindful of those. Okay, so this lets you grab the Climax. So okay. You specifically grab, let's see. The Momoka is a 1/0 25. Does this set, okay. Okay, so you grab a specific level 1 or a specific level 3. The way I was reading that, I was almost like, does this mean you get to just straight up grab the Climax? But no, you grab the combo pieces. But that's actually still not too bad. Okay. We get a Tomo. On play, top check, put it on top of your deck or into your waiting room. And a spammable Brainstorm. Pay 1, mill 4. For each Climax, you get to do the top check 3, add a card amongst them to hand, and then discard a card. Okay. Tomo. Place on stage from hand if you have 2 or more other music characters. Draw a card and then discard a card. And when this is placed on stage, you can discard a Climax to salvage back a music character. I like the second part there. This could still like end up being really good. Just the hand filtering is always nice. Momoka. If you have 5 or more hand, this gets 2k power. Card's battle opponent becomes reversed. You have 4 or less stock. You may send that character to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Okay, so we get some Hakuro shenanigans going on. All right, so the Momoka that I actually had, what does this do? Place on stage from hand, you can discard a music character, search your deck for the 0/0 Nina that gives this, like, that can save this. On any slot, shuffle your deck afterwards, and this gets 1,000 power. So you, like, purposely summon it to middle center, it gets its buff, and then it can save this. When this attacks, if all of your characters are music, this gets X power. X equals the number of your opponent's characters times 1,000. So this could get huge. Hold on. Okay, so if your opponent had a full field, just for sake of argument here, it could gain 5,000. This could be a 65 level 0. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, cool. All right, Subaru. When your door trigger with a when you trigger a Climax with a door trigger, you can pay 1, discard a copy of this. If you do, reveal up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose 1 card amongst them, send it to stock, add the rest to your hand. So you reveal 2 cards, send 1 to stock, and then the other goes to hand. Okay, cool. Brainstorm, pay 1, rest this, mill 4. For each Climax, choose up to 1 character in your waiting room and add it to your hand. Alright, so it's the typical, the salvage Brainstormer. Still really good, though. Another Subaru. Place on stage from hand, pay 1, pitch 1, search your deck for a music character, so just good drop searcher. And on attack, choose a music character, it gains 15. So another Subaru that could buff the Momoka, or another on reverse combo. So, really good there. Tomo, place on stage from hand, choose one of your music characters, this gets 15. When this is sent from stage to waiting room, reveal up to 3 cards on top of your deck, choose up to 1 music character amongst them, add it to hand, send the rest to waiting room, and discard 1 card. Alright, so this is the first SP of the deck, also. Or of the set. Rupa just posing epically, just doing Rupa things. Place on stage from hand, choose one of your opponent's front row level 0 or lower characters, you may return it to hand. It really depends. If it's one of their level 0s that they want to get reversed, that they want to, like, they need it to die for combo reasons, then it's understandable, but, like, otherwise you don't want to, like, send back their Rickies to let them pay the cost to search again. You don't want to give them advantage, so I feel this is very, very, very situational. The second effect's good, though. Placed on stage from hand or sent from stage to waiting room, Here we go. Okay, pay 1, discard if you get if you do choose a character in waiting room, add it to hand. I still like this because the on play and on death effects are just really, really nice. So this could potentially do some shenanigans. The Rupa here might end up being really good. And this first effect is going to be very niche. It's going to be very, very dependent on what your opponent's running. But the second effect makes up for that. Like, it's just really good. All right. We have Climax Combo. When the door is placed under Climax area, you bounce this back to hand if you have another music character. And if you do choose one of your characters, it gets Twin Drive, okay? And you can rest this to give a music character 1,500 power. Another good buffing if you want to just make certain your on-reverse stuff works. I'm just assuming stuff is like all on-reverse until I get to that, until I see something that doesn't have that. So, just based off the trial deck alone. Because I'm going to obviously at least try to pick up the trial deck and then try to upgrade that. So, we shall see. All right. When you play a Climax, you can give a character the top check 2 effect. So, okay. And you basically get to choose what triggers are going to be. 0-0 Nina. If you have one or less other characters, she just looks like she's going to like pull some Kung Fu action on you. This gets a plus a level and 2,500 power if you have one or less other characters. So you can play 2 of these, and then you have 2 level 1 45s. Which is just funny to me. Okay. Rupa. Place on stage from hand, you can mill 3. Place on stage from hand, pay 1, pitch a Climax to salvage back a Climax. So you get a little bit extra mill, and she's your Climax swapper. Very good. A 1-0 Subaru. Place on stage from hand. If you have 4 or more other music characters, discard a card. Choose one of your opponent's characters, stand it, and move it to an empty slot, or swap them with another character. I'm going to, like, just make you swap your shit around and just, like, do some funky shenanigans. Okay. And she's the level 1 reverser. Bond with the Tomo coming up. And you resonate with the Tomo. At the start of your Climax phase, you can show the Tomo. This gets 35 and Twin Drive. There's a lot of Twin Drive in here for only having seen Salvage so far. It's just kind of funky for that. This is also funky. It's a 1-0 backup. You back up for X. X is equal to the number of your music characters times 500. So this gets stronger or weaker depending on your field. So far the trial deck brings backup's the best one, but I also haven't seen an anti-change just yet. There's a lot of red in here. I just realized we're like almost halfway through the premium booster, and it's been mostly red cards. Okay. Which I guess fits. I don't know. During your turn, all of your characters get 1,000 power. Okay, so this is also really good for the on-reverse Momoka. Mill 2, choose 1 level X or lower character, add it to your hand. Oh, okay. Equal to the level of the cards milled. On attack, give... this is still good. On attack, choose up to 2 of your music characters. They get a 1,500 buff. You could give it to herself, or you can give it to, like, your Climax combo stuff. Very nice. 1-0. Okay, so this works with the Rupa. Oh, so the Rupa bonds with this Tomo, and this Tomo bonds with the Rupa. They both basically have the same effect. You just, like, show copies of each other. Okay, interesting. The Momoka SP. I love that. It's so good. Oh, man. Okay, so we do have another Climax combo, though, and for once, it's not a on reverse. All right, so 1-0-4K. During your turn, if all of your characters are music, this gets 2K. Sorry, I had to stretch. So, she'll be a 6K. With the door, she'll be a 7. She's bigger than the on reverse trial deck one. And she doesn't have to reverse. Naturally. Like, that's just really funny to me. If you have the door... I'm scared. Okay, so just on attack, if you have the door, discard a card, salvage 2. So she's Zek and Yuki for the waiting room. So that's actually really nice. Okay. Do very much like this. I would obviously replace the trial deck Climax combo with this one. I'm sorry. I just think that's better. Also, because SP. Anyway. Let's see... When this is sent from stage to waiting room, you can discard a card. Top check 4, look up to 4, add a level 1 or higher card amongst them to your hand. Okay. Understandable. Also, during your turn, she gets big. So she's like a 6K offensively, and then if that happens, you get to dig for more combo pieces. That's good. During your turn, if you have another music, 15. So she's a 5/5, and then she's a level 2 Slayer. So she'll be an 11/5 against level 2s. Very nice. 1/1 assist. When you trigger a door with a climax with a door trigger, you can discard a card, choose one of your opponent's characters, return it to hand. Once again, kind of niche, but it depends on what it is. It's not limited to level 0 characters, so you could go, oh, you have a 2/2? Cool, I'm going to get it off the fucking field. And just make certain that you, like, your opponent has to, like, hard cast, like, their standby targets and shit, which is just funny to me, so. Rest this, choose one of your characters. This turn it gets 2k power on top of being the level assist. This is just a good 1/1 all around. I like that. Okay. Another 1/1. On play, choose an opponent's character. It gets minus 1,000. And this is a anti-change bottom deck reverser, Tomo. Okay. Interesting. Nino with her weird outfit. Note, has a soul trigger. Cool. So it's a 1/1 with a soul trigger. So 4K, if you have 2 or more other music characters, it gets 35, so it'll be 75. It's only during your turn. If the cost of the character across from this is 2 or higher, she gets an extra 4K. She's a fucking a 2/2 Slayer or a level. I guess it's also against level 3s, but I imagine this would be better against like a 2/2 or something. The random level 1 that's also a 2 cost, right? Just the fucking like vanillas that used to have that shit. Battle opponent is reversed. Choose one music character in waiting room. May send it to stock. Okay. Just really funny card. Okay. 1/1. All right, so this is straight up like a standby target, but it's clearly not with standby. It's with door. Because I just noticed when a climax with the door trigger gets played, you get shenanigans. If all of your characters are Togenashi Togeari, this gains 3k power, so she'll be at 8/5, have character encore. She's only 8/5 during your turn, but defensively she still has character encore. When a climax with the door trigger is placed in your climax area, this gets 1,000 power, so she'll be a 9/5, then she'll be a 10/5 with Twin Drive. Interesting. And this is just non-conditional, it's just any door, like any door whatsoever. I guess there's only door in this set. I don't know. I could have sworn there was blue when I was looking through the other like cards that I got from Homeboy. A 2/0 75. This is interesting already. Okay. When the door is placed in your climax area, if you have 5 or less hand and all of your characters are music, this gains the following 2 abilities. When this card's damage is canceled, choose one of your opponent's back row level 2 or lower characters, send it to waiting room. Huh? You just get to nix their character? Subaru, like, swinging and taking names. Okay. When this card's damage... Okay. Depending on whether the card's damage is canceled or not dictates which effect goes off. If the card's damage gets canceled, you get to nuke one of their cards. If the card's damage is not canceled, search your deck for a music character or a specific red 1/1 event. Add it to hand, and this gains an extra 3k power. So she'll be at 8/5. She'll be an 11/5 before anything else. This is kind of funky. I like this. I like the option of, like, what hurts you more right now? Me gaining hand advantage or you losing cards? Because this gets to nuke level 2 or lower back row characters. That's a wide variety of shit that you can hit. Oh, man. Okay, Subaru like, kind of stepping up here. We got 3k Momoka backup that has memory kick. We got a 2500 backup. When you use this back... Okay, we finally have an anti-change Subaru. We have an anti-change. It's the backup, 2500 backup. Pay 1, discard a card. Choose one of your opponent's characters whose level is higher than your opponent's level. Return it to hand. Once again, this is very fucking situational. It's an anti-change. You gotta run the anti-changes, but this is not that good. Oh, look, my opponent early played a level 3. Let me bounce like a level 3 that healed. I don't want to bounce that back to their hand so that they can just replay it and heal again. It's really situational depending on what your opponent has. If you notice that they have particular standby targets that they've brought in for combos they're about to play, this isn't that bad, and you could use this. It's just very situational because you don't want to use it on early play healers, and even other particular level 3s, or even like certain cards you just don't want them to be able to recast from hand. So these constant effects of bouncing back to hand are honestly not that good. Like like once again, there's a lot of situational effects. The Rupa that bounces level 0s back, there are certain cards that's great against. There's a lot of them, though, that it's not great against. Because it's whatever. Oh, look, like once again with the Rupa, I poke a level 0 back to my opponent's hand. Worst case scenario is, like, for your opponent is like, oh, I needed this to die, or I needed this to get reversed so that I can do a combo, so that I can memory compress, or something along those lines. You bounce back like a fucking vanilla or something, they're like, oh, well, this does nothing to me. Oh, look, I'm already got pushed to level 1. Cool, I can just clock this level 0 that you just sent back to my hand. It's not really going to hurt your opponent. It's just getting stuff off the field. And even this, like I said, it really, really depends. Like, oh, your opponent standbyed in a Gura. Yeah, you probably want to bounce the fucking Gura back. Like, you don't want to get Gura'd at level 2. Sure. So that's understandable in that situation. But once again, so it's going to be very situational depending on what your opponent runs. This seems to be an ongoing theme. We have a 2-1 Momoka. You get the downgrade stuff. It's a level 2 or lower reverser. This is kind of cool. I've seen this on other effects. It's a 2-1 Nina. I've seen this in other sets. You get to choose up to 2 of your characters, and then they both get the like anti-change reverser effect. You can give it to itself and something else, and then you're just like, cool. I'm just going to turn a level 0 into an anti-change bomb, and that's just really funny to me. So I do like this. This Nina's really good. Interesting. A 2-1. It does not have a soul trigger. This gets a big buff, so it's a 13. During your turn, when the battle opponent is reversed, choose one of your music characters. You could give it to herself. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, it gets, when this card is frontal attacked, you can return this to hand. So you can either give it to herself or something else, like one of your level 1 climax combos or something. You're like, okay, cool. I'm just going to make it so this bounces back to my hand. My opponent is like, oh, can't kill it. I can just reuse it again the next turn. I think it would be even funnier if you had, like, multiples of these and you don't mind just the, like, okay, cool. I'm just going to swing out, kill everything that you have, and even if I have to hard cast them again, this would be funny. It's not good, but it's funny to be able to go, cool. Try field these, like this particular Tomo. They're all able to kill your opponent's shit 100%. Then they all give each other the effect of they bounce back to hand. You gained 3 stock by swinging with them. You could just recast them again the next turn. Obviously, you don't. That's not a good idea, but it's a funny idea. So 100% not good. 2-1 Nina combo. This could be early played too. If you have 4 or more Togenashi Togeati characters, this is minus a level in hand. This is probably going to be big. At the start of your Encore step, if this is in your front row, and all of your characters are Togenashi Togeati, you can sack the door, choose up to 3 characters in your waiting room, add 1 to hand, send the rest to stock in any order. Huh, that generates a fair amount of stock, actually. Okay, holy shit. You get to make it so your opponent's stuff doesn't stand. Not even a restand effect, but still. Oh, okay. 3-2 Rupa. If you have 4 or more music characters, this gets minus a level in hand. When this is placed on stage from hand, heal 1 and she gains 3k. When this is placed on stage from hand, send one of your other music characters from stage to waiting room. If you do, reveal the top card of your deck. Choose one level X or lower music character in your waiting room, add it to hand, execute the level of the revealed card. So you can always grab back like level 0s or something. But also, it's just an early play healer in general. This is just good, like, all around. So, okay. We have a 3-2 Nina. On play, pay 1. This gains the following 2 abilities. When this card's damage is canceled, search your deck for 3 music characters. Show them to your opponent. add one to hand, send one to stock, and send the other to waiting room. Or when this card's damage is not canceled, your opponent puts the top card of their deck into clock. Once again, just really interesting, like, it's a fairly cheap cost for, like, all of this stuff, but it is, like, one or the other. So it's kind of a coin flip. I kind of like this, though. Like, if damage gets canceled, do this. If it doesn't get canceled, do this. I kind of like that effect, because you're guaranteed to get something no matter what. Short of your opponent using, like, a rest counter on the card, that's the only way to really stop any of these effects from going off type thing. So I do kind of like the one or the other is gonna happen, though. So I like that. 3-2 Nina. Place on stage from hand, draw 2, then discard 1. When the door is placed in your climax area, if this is in your front row and you have another music character, deal 1 damage to your opponent. And this turn, this gains the following ability. Whoa, what? At the start of your encore step, send all of your hand and stock to waiting room. For every 5 cards sent to the waiting room for this cost, deal 2 damage to your opponent. That's actually kind of nuts. That it's very situational. Once again, we were talking very situational effects. This is to try to end the game. Let's be real. This is, because you have no hand, you have no stock the next turn. You are fucked if this doesn't kill. But if it kills, oh boy, that's funny as hell. Okay. Also, I love this Momoka. This is just, I don't know. It's just the suit, I guess. I love the suit. 3-2, 10k. Until the end of your opponent's next turn. This gets 4,500 power, and during this card's battle, all players cannot play backups from hand. When this attacks, interesting. Oh, it's the door specifically for the Nina. When this attacks, discard 2. If you do, place the door in your climax area. You just get to make certain it's that specific one for this Nina, but you can get it out. Okay. It's a different door that this combo's with. 3-2, 10k. On play, draw 1. This gains 2. At the end of this card's attack, if you have the door number 47, and you have 2 or more other music characters, you can pay 2, pitch 2, reveal a specific 0/0 Rupa. If you do, choose a 3-2 Rupa in your hand, place it on stage in this card's former slot, and it gets 4k power till end of turn. So it's a faux restander, basically. You just summon something else over top of this. It was this particular Rupa. So then you get to do all those effects. Oh, okay, so this actually makes this effect a little bit better, because if you swung with something else that was already reversed, that was reversed, then you do this. Sorry, you swing with something else, it gets reversed, then you use this Tomo's effect. At the end of her attack, you can summon that Rupa, use that Rupa to sack the other character that's already reversed, and still get, like, some cards back and stuff. Okay, so that's actually a really neat combo. Okay. 3-2 Subaru. Oh, dear. We have the stock swap. It's a 3-2, 10-5. On play, if your opponent, you can pay 1 stock if you do. Your opponent sends all their stock to the waiting room and puts an equal number of cards from the top of their deck into their stock. It's not a stock swap. It's a stock. Well, it is a stock swap. Sorry, I was about to misspeak there. It's not the type of stock swap that's like, oh, send it back into your opponent's deck and then they put the same. No, this is like Buns for Luck stock swap. So there you go. And we have a 1/1 counter event. Look at up to 3 cards on top of your deck. Choose 1 music character or copy of this and add it to hand. Then you send this to memory. If this is in memory at the start of your climax phase, you can pay 1, discard a card. If you do, choose up to 1 climax with a door trigger in your hand and 1... Oh! Choose a climax with the door trigger in your hand, and then 1 in your waiting room and swap them. This is at the start of your climax phase, meaning you could do this effect and this is a constant climax swapper, since everything in this entire set so far is salvage. Okay, we do have some blue. Okay, so we do have diamond dust in here. Okay. So that's funny. Okay, so this is just really funny to just constantly function as a stock swap. Also, those fucking SPs are sick. I love those. Oh, they're secret rares. And it's 2 different versions of the secret rares. That's hot. Just the Will Smith meme. Ah, that's hot. Ah, that's hot. But we got a whole bunch of door climaxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 more door climaxes. We're at 51 cards. We only have 18 left. So it's the rest of it's all. But what was that laugh, Cade? What the hell is wrong with you? Anyway. So next is the blue cards, which is not that many of. So Diamond Dust. When this attacks, choose one of your music characters. This gets 2k power. Choose a. You could act, pay 1, sack this. Grab back a specific 3/2 Hina or 1/0 Nana or 3/2 I in Waiting Room. So it just grabs any of your other girls. Specific ones. 3/2, 1/0, or a 3/2. Okay. We have some experience shenanigans going on with this, with Diamond Dust. I'm sorry, every time I hear Diamond Dust, all I can think is Bleach. There was a movie they had called Diamond Dust Rebellion. That's all I can imagine. Rest this and level swap. This, you can sack it to summon a specific eye. Brainstorm. Okay, this is still good. Pay 1, rest this, mill 4 for each climax, search your deck for a music character. Also, very nice looking SP. So, Nana. Can't move stuff. And it blinks stuff out. Act. Okay, act, sack this, and discard a card to salvage back any music character. And this still has the levels swap shenanigans going on. Hina. When this attacks, you can pay 1, put the top card of your deck in a clock, search your deck for a level 1 or lower character, show it to your opponent, add it in your hand. Okay. So, it's a on attack Ricky, which is just weird. Into this card's attack, you pay 1, discard a card, search your deck for a music character. If it has the experience, you can give it a buff and choose what you're going to trigger. Okay. Level 1 Nana Climax combo. First off, if you have experience 2 or more, this gains 2k, so it's a 6. So with the pants, it's 7. Into this card's attack, if you had the pants, you can pay 1, look it up to 4. Choose 2 music characters amongst them, add it to hand, or choose 1 to hand. So you grab 2 music characters. 1 to hand, 1 to stock, rest to waiting room. Interesting, okay. If the sum... Okay, so if you have experience 2 or more, this is constantly a 7k with character encore. And on play, it could... you could, if you have 4 or more music characters, this basically pays for itself. You can grab a character from waiting room, send it to stock. My voice is slowly going here. A 2500 backup that has a refresh effect. Placed on stage from hand or by the act. Salvage back a music character. All of your other music characters gain 1,000. Experience 4 or more. This will gain 5k. So she'll be an 11/5 during your turn only. The same kind of pays for itself effect. When you trigger a climax with a pants, you can pay 1, put the top card of your deck into stock, and then draw 1 and discard 1. This is... I hate this. I don't like this. It's, oh, look, I just triggered a pants. I salvage back a pants. I pay 1 out. I pay out... You do pay out the pants. But then you blind stock. The way this reads is you blind stock immediately afterwards. It's like, okay, well, I triggered a pants and I paid it out, but now I don't know what the fuck I just tossed into my stock. Then draw 1, discard 1. Cool. You could pay out. You could discard the extra pants you just drew. Sure. But what if, worst case scenario, I trigger a pants, I blind stock a pants, and then I draw another pants? Like, that's just the worst case scenario for that, and my pessimistic brain is like, yeah, no. That's going to happen to me every time. Sorry, that's poo-poo. 3295. Early play if you have 2 or less climaxes in waiting room. Experience of 4 or more. This gains 500 power and character encore. A lot of experience for not a lot of return. Good third effect, though. Placed on stage from hand, you can discard a card, put the top card of your clock into stock. So, early play, kind of an early play. Stock healer. Okay. And what I mean by kind of an early play is people don't really run these anymore. The 2 or less climaxes, this doesn't come up that often. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. During your turn, when this card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have experience 6 or more, until the end of your opponent's next turn, this gets the following ability, which is character across from it gains -2 soul, and this heals on play. This is a lot. You have to have 6 experience. I know there's multiple level swappers in this set, I know, but still. You have to have 6 or more, you have to reverse, and then you still have to discard. For just -2 soul is kind of, once again, kind of poo-poo. Diamond Dust. What's going on here, Diamond Dust? 3/2. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can send one of your other music characters, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose one card amongst them, add it to your hand. One goes to stock, and the rest goes to waiting room. Very Marine-esque. When this attacks, if the pants, number 69, nice, is in your comics area, and you have 6 or more experience, pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, deal 2 damage to your opponent, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, this gains 2k power. So this is a much cheaper cost. You don't have to reverse. But it's still experience of 6. I just don't care for this. You're sacking other stuff, just like Marine. But you have essentially worse Marine. Because you just want the buff for, like, the turn that you attack with it. You don't care afterwards. You don't care if this lives during your opponent's turn or not. It's just worse modding for the climax combo. But it's not a bad card. It's still a good card. It's just worse modding. That's just my opinion. Then we have a 3/2 Nana. Place on stage from hand, choose a character in your hand. So you get to place something else for free, and it gets a buff. During your turn, when this card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have experience 4 or more, pay 1, pitch 1, send that character to clock. This is not bad. Experience 4 is not the worst in the world. I wish it was lower, but honestly, this is not bad for on reverse, pay 1, pitch 1, clock shoot. I still feel it's a little bit excessive because it's pay 1, pitch 1 on reverse, and it's four things. Pay 1, pitch 1, reverse, experience 4 or more, just to deal essentially 1 damage. She doesn't get any bigger. She gives other characters a big buff. She doesn't give it to herself, though. So, But you do have cards that let you move stuff of your opponent's cards around. And we have 2 pants triggers for Diamond Dust. Congrats. Then we have promos. Togenashi Togiari. Choose 1 card from your hand, send it to stock. Look at up to 4 cards top of your deck, choose a music character. Okay, cool. This Nina's really cool. On attack, pay 1, you can twin drive. When this is sent from stage to waiting room, choose 1 card in your hand, you may send it to stock. A little extra stock there. Another Momoka. Place on stage from hand, you can pay 1, pitch 1. Look at up to 3, add 1 card amongst them to hand. And then when this is placed on stage, you can discard a music character if you do draw a card. So, honestly, really good. Avoid Note. This is really cool. I actually really like the artwork for this. Subaru, when your other music character gets placed, you can give her 1,000. And when your other music character gets frontaled, you can pay 1, send this to waiting room. If you do, return that character to the hand. This has alarm to downgrade, to level down your opponent's characters. Oh, this is actually cool. When this is placed on stage from hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's characters, return it to their hand. Then you may discard 1 card. If you do, choose 1 of your opponent's characters, return it to their hand. So you can possibly bounce back like 2 characters that your opponent has if they have something annoying. Once again, another very highlighted all of that. very situational effect, because there's certain cards you don't want to bounce back to your opponent's hand. But this is you can still do it for free. The biggest time that you want to obviously bounce stuff back is if your opponent has stuff that prevents you from burning them, like the UG Torch from Shauna, stuff like that. Cards like that, or things that give everything hexproof, very situational, but can be very useful. So, and then lastly, we have a Rupa that is a drop salvager and makes it so one of your opponent's characters can't stand. Okay, very cool, very nice. And we're going to show off the PR Plus. This looks really fucking cool, actually. I like that. All right, now we're just going to go through and see what the other SPs look like. The other Diamond Dust. He's really happy. Very cute. Like, I'm certain the Diamond Dust stuff is kind of cool. I like seeing, like, the opposing band cards as well. I liked that in Love Live, especially with, like, I can't think of their name now. That's a Shocking Party. I'm like, that's not their name. Arise, from the first one. Like, Glitter Green in Bang Dream. This looks sick. Opposing band decks can always be fun. I don't care for how the Diamond Dust one is. That's just me. But obviously everybody's going to be making Toganashi Togeari. Obviously, this SP is awesome. Rupa is adorable. She deserves head pats. Very cool looking Momoka. Just trying to get all the SPs. I think the Tomo was the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. Oh, no. I lied to you. We do have more SPs. Ha. I know what this means. If you don't, watch the show. I love how she's like, peace sign with one hand, pinky with the other. Alright, so that's going to be it. Alright, so we're going to go back down to the really awesome looking fucking secret rare to end out the video. Where is it? There we go. This is the money shot right here. This is like really gorgeous. I love this right here. Both of these look awesome. I also like how it says for the Secret Rare Plus, it's two different like sets of like signatures. Maybe it's still like the signatures of each girl, but it's just done in a different format, and that looks really, really good to me. Overall, I'm not the most impressed with this set. As much as I love the show, I'm not super impressed by it. Solely because it's like, okay, you only run Door or you run Diamond Dust, which is the 8 pants. So it's like you're running... I don't care for the setup with the experience stuff for Diamond Dust. I'm certain it's good to somebody, and maybe someone else can pilot it and it will be like absolutely broken and fucking win worlds. That's cool. Good on you. I'll be cheering you on if you do. Honest to goodness. Like, hand on heart. But me personally picking this up, I'm probably just going to like upgrade the trial deck, and that's it. There's still some really cool cards that I want to collect out of this, 100%. But in terms of building like a functional deck, I can't see this doing too terribly much. There's going to be a lot of collectors for people who loved Girls Band Cry. I 100% see that. But there is some stuff in here that I just don't care for. It's really annoying. It's like, cool, if you run Diamond Dust, awesome, you have a pants option. Otherwise, it's like you're only running 8 salvage. It's one of those moments where it's like, thank goodness that Kantai Collection and To Love Ru are not meta relevant right now, because you would be fucked. You're like, okay, cool. What do you mean anti-salvage? Like you go to play your combo and your opponent's just like, yeah, I have this thing that gives -3 soul. And Hatsukaze is just looking you down going, hey, what's good? Or Mikon sitting across from you going, what's good? And I don't even know what other possible anti-salvage shit we could get in the future, or if there's another thing that we already have that I don't know of. But if anti-salvage was meta-relevant, this deck would be dead on arrival. Like, this set would be dead on arrival. I'm glad that that's not the case, but it's kind of dumb. I like a lot of the synergy it has, like this, like the one event This is the event. This is the event. I was like, wait, this is the event. That makes it so you could just climax swap every single turn if you wanted to. That's actually really cool. I do like that. But so you always make certain that you have exactly the door that you need, to the point that you could run multiple door climax combos. And maybe that's the plan with it. Instead of just running like the 2, you could probably run 3 and then still like get away with it with between this and the other climax swapper. I think it was Arupa that had it. Otherwise, it doesn't have that strong of a showing. I loved the show for this, but this does not impress me. For a Weiss Schwarz first impressions, I hate to say, what impresses me the most is how gorgeous the fucking secret rares and SPs are. The artwork impresses me a lot. It's so fucking beautiful. But the effects are not really impressing me. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong. Fucking win a regionals, fucking win a worlds with Girls Band Cry, and I don't know. I'll be so fucking happy. But as of right now, I can't imagine this set is going to do too terribly much. That's just me. If you want to buy it, though, if you love this set, by all means, feel free to go buy it. Like, I'm not paid by Bushiroad to say any of the, like, just tell you to buy shit. I'm not your mother. Like, you know, do what you want with your own money. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this set. I'm going to pick up stuff for collection purposes 100%. 1,000%. I want to collect cards from this. But I don't think I'm going to run a deck for this outside of maybe upgrade a trial deck and let's see where we go from there. But that is going to be it for me today. Thank you all very much for watching. If you like this set, if you are hyped for this, feel free to comment down below. Let me know. Who is your favorite girl? Who is your favorite character from this entire show? Whether it's Toganashi Togiari, whether it's Diamond Dust, whichever it is, by all means, let me know. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, all the cringy YouTuber shenanigans, and y'all stay safe and stay based.